Nature has its way. Tales of a Croc, Green Griffin. Once upon a time in the land of Betty Marsh, a place where time stood still, it was the year of the horse. Bright emerald greens and deep forest frocks etched out legends, and the trees they could talk. Crisp black limbs reaching out from polished trunks, catching notes of songbirds and funny fainting goats. Taxicab puffins zipped through forest air, hearing tales of totems and playing truth or dare. Nestled in the mulch, an Argyle crocodile, his name is Green Griffin. He spoke with a switchblade smile. His one patched eye, a curse from a witch, was a blessing in disguise, for one day his mind would switch. Splot, splash, splat, splish, splot, spit, splash. Wondrous, wondrous waters of the sky, where do you come from? Pondered Green Griffin, the Argyle crocodile, as he slowly, tightly swirled and stopped and nestled around the tree in the mulch. Thought Griff, and tomorrow bright sunny rainbows will crest across the cratered landscapes in the distance, bringing energy to nourish our lush, thirsty land. But for now, sleek, crafty Green G thought, I have more important things to think about, more captivating ideas to sink my teeth into. I need to snap out of it. So snapping, clamping his teeth with chatter, querying revenge on the witch who cursed his left eye. And to think I would believe such stories of sacred knowledge within the Tyhee tribe, where their land and the wise owl world meet. He deeply soared through his mind about the tale in the forest. The word was spoken of an oracle cat, a master of mind and spirit. Her name is Aurora, the Ouroboros queen feline legend. She held wisdom, knowledge of higher worlds and realms. Green G thought, I must find a way to her, but perhaps this foolishness is for the weak. I am made of metal, armored, gaitered leather. My scales go off the charts, withering, boistering my strength and wicked tale of terror. I'm born to be mean and take what I want. I rule the rainforest just like my ancestors did. We are superior to all other species. It's the way of the croc. And as the rain subsided and the large and tiny droplets lessened in their rhythm against the echoed leaves, Green Griffin opened wide his unpatched right eye and thought, today's the day I head on my way and track to the land of the wow, the wise owl world, to unveil this false story of he murmured as he contemplated the journey that lay ahead, with uncertainty of his mapping and hopeful anticipation of direction from forest friends along the way. However, OP, also known as Orange Peel, the Cataract Cat, the chief of police, Green G suddenly sensed she was watching him like a hawk. She was always not too far off his tail. I hear her now, padding up the trail. I must hide any clues of my travel plans. So he unlatched the strapped compartment on his back and quickly hid it in a burrowed bush. Pete diddle, Pete daddle, pat, pit, pat, tap, tip, pat. G faintly heard and prepped himself innocently. And as he braced himself for a final edit, the familiar voice of Opie, the Cataract Cat, Orangebill, spoke with a concerned stance and stare, now face to face. Green Griffin, do you know how fast you were traveling up that hill yesterday afternoon? I know it was you. The fairy ferns identified your distinct Argyle arm. Bullying your way through delicate, precious ecosystems, leaving destruction, I am giving you a notice of concern for breaking the law in our land for the better marsh. You will give 90 days of community service or be confined for 60 days to and within 50 feet of your den. I'm not aware of this incident you claim, and besides, I have no intention of abiding by your rules in a free world of outlaws you believe you can control. May I remind you, Mr. G, our set of disciplines, our respect of the whole and the best interest of our governed ideas and placements of structure is of great benefit, proven stability, fairness, evolving our intelligent world. Aye, said Green G, will be satisfied keeping to myself, detained within my area, as I want nothing to do with your worldly ways. Well, here's your written notice of violation. Here's your written notice of violation as OP peeled the paper bulletin sheet off her clipboard. You know, said Orange Peel, your family goes way, way back, and they left a void of love and compassion, creating conflict due to lack of knowledge and rather bearing ignorance. Crackling broken branches snipped and snapped underneath G's feet as he nervously, arrogantly collected his thoughts. Good day, Green Griffin. I'll be on my way. I will be back to check on you in the later hours of the day. Humph, huff, puff, snuffed G as he smudged leaves around the mulch, sending smoky circles into the atmosphere and stilling silence. And as Opie dusted back along the path away from G's domain, Opie sang a tune in a quirky, pleasing daze. I'm the cataract cat in the hat, tit pit pat, cataract cat in the hat, cataract cat in the hat. Chapter 2. As morning sunrise hit Green G's patched eye and light shone through, he knew, and crisp morning dew glistened on Griff's teeth as he woke from a dream that entangled two puffins in a heated frenzy. However, in fact, Smudge and Marshmallow were actually having it out above his head, mediating some stormy scenario as to whom should be entitled to drive and lead the Duchess Fay, the gypsy jeweled butterfly, who had injured an inner wing in a windstorm. She could not fly at full capacity and needed a lift from the Puffin Riders. And as Smudge and Marshmallow battled it out in a kindred manner, S&M both realized that Green Griffin was manifesting bright orange and yellow colors off his musically scaled body. They humbled, stopped, and froze in some unexplainable hummingbird hover of observation of their silly argument, and as Fay faintly landed on G's elongated jaw, moments of truth displayed their truly remarkable moment of agented intention. Fay elegantly and faintly spoke. Please, dear brothers of the sky and the land and the sea, can you please call me a water taxi from one of the multi-porpoise fleet, as I need to get to my destination in time before my wings turn gray. I seek my wild Mama Aurora and my auntie owls and the Tahi tribe. Then Green Griff snapped his speechless grin and suddenly knew he was on the same path as Fay. How coincidental, how intrigued and inspired he was, and as Fay felt slightly faint. Smudge and Marshmallow's tadpole cousin Salmonella paddled to the surface to let Smudge and Marshmallow know that they carried an important message through the waterfall stream of rippled dreams, and they had felt the mother-son dance on the surface of their moonlit water. Griff then had a vision, a sudden wake of work versus worry, and his intuition provoked words of wisdom before he had time to make any analytical sense of the whole unfolding quest and privileged adventure. The puffins puffed and prized their beautiful physiques and dove through the airy blue-white puffy clouds. Then suddenly, dove down deep into the ocean, just enough below the waves' surface, then soaring back out, up, and great into the airborne sky, showing their spectacular abilities. We will both escort Faye to her destination, and thirdly, so will Green Griffin. He will be the Duchess's ground captain.